Let me tell you why some of you cannot accept a compliment. My name's Dakota, and with my gift to see into the spiritual world, sometimes I get a little extra insight on what's going on, not just emotionally, but spiritually. So I had a client today who couldn't accept a compliment, and I just told her, listen, this is what we're gonna practice. I'm gonna tell you you're really beautiful. All you can say back to me is thank you. So I tell her, you look so beautiful. And she takes a big deep breath and goes, thank you. I receive it to the best of my ability. In the spirit, I saw in that moment, there was this like golden sparkliness from just the presence of God around her, but it just moved in towards her heart. It was so beautiful. As she said, I accept it. That part was gorgeous. But then 30 seconds later, behind her, I see suddenly 3 spirits walk straight into her apartment. And these spirits were not of God. They were all bad. The first 2 had like a blow dart. And they wanted to blow dart thoughts, evil thoughts towards her that would tear her down from the compliment that she had just actually accepted into her heart. So I see this happening and I keep quiet for a second, but I tell God in my spiritual voice, God, we're not gonna let this happen, right? And God says, no, we're not gonna let this happen. I just wanted you to know what's happening so she could consciously know what's happening. So at that moment, as I say, thank you, God, for that, I see my client's angels step up and step between her and these evil spirits. And these angels did not even draw any weapons. They took their straight up fists and they punched these evil spirits in the faces before they could blow a single dart evil thought towards her. And they hit the deck. My spiritual ability allows me to see beyond the camera angle, but at that point I didn't want to see what was going on. I was like, okay, we'll keep it PG for me above the camera angle. So these evil spirits are on the ground and these angels are standing over them. Like, the moment you move, you're boom, going back down. So I ask God, please give me some insight. What just happened? We just do a good thing with a compliment. And God says, here's what's going on. You know that her mom was verbally abusive. And I share this next part with my client. I said, listen, this is why compliments are so hard for you to accept. You grew up in an environment where if you started to feel good about yourself, her verbal abuser, in this case her mother, would sniff out, could sense any bit of growing confidence, just even a little bit. She'd sniff it out. And that day, maybe even that minute, would march up to her daughter and start verbally abusing her and beat her back down. This is why compliments are so threatening, because if you let it sit in you, you let it take it in, you start to sit up straighter and the abuser would sniff that out and suddenly come and abuse you. So compliments become the threat. Now, what is so significant about this is now my client is removed from that verbally abusive environment and she's still healing in lots of ways, but now she is expecting the abuse to come from somewhere because it's an unconscious pattern. When I got to call it out and name it for what's going on, just because those spirits walk in, because she in her own heart is expecting abuse to come from somewhere. Those spirits are coming by to say, yep, I can provide that abuse you're expecting.